3, 2, 1.
And welcome back to the Thursdays Are the Best Days podcast, episode 195. 5? 4? 6. Last week was 5.
Yep,
Knew I knew something. Join me this week at Bruno.
that's me.
More accurate. 100 episodes ago, because we forgot to do it last week, but we won't catch up because we won't go back. Apartment hunting. I was still hunting for apartments. I was trying to find the spot. This week, Nick, Bruno, blah, blah, blah.
It's 100 episodes that you tried to find this spot? So
Yeah.
now 100 episodes, you're finding your new home?
Well, finding is a strong way to word that.
Yeah, it's a positive way to word it, okay?
I mentioned the coronavirus. I called it the coronavirus in this episode, so...
Oh, no.
But it's pretty far into March, but I guess that's like when the lockdown happened, so like 100...
I guess that's when we started believing it.
Yeah, I mean...
It was like, oh, lockdown, 2 weeks in and out, quick adventure.
Isn't it crazy that we kind of just stopped calling it the coronavirus?
Dude, I just...
Like,
I want it to stop.
like no one calls it that anymore. Like,
Make it stop! I know, yeah. No, you're right. It has turned into COVID, and that's it. That's all anyone will say.
COVID-19. They dropped the 19 too.
Drop that fucking 19. COVID.
I don't know. It's just weird that we all just collect. I mean, everyone was like coronavirus.
Coronavirus.
Or Eric would just have that weird thing from like I don't know what it was from. Shit is getting real. And he just kept saying that for the next month.
Yep, I do.
And
here we are. Who would have thought?
And I don't know like what's real or not. So, like, Madeline and I are going up to the Finger Lakes this weekend for Valentine's Day is Monday, but we're going up this weekend because a weekend's easier than a weekday.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like made dinner reservation ahead of time.
Yeah, that's good.
And yeah,
planning ahead.
And like I got like 5 texts today to make sure I can confirm 1 or 3, not 1 and 2, 1 and 3 to confirm. Like 1 to confirm, 3 to cancel. I don't know what 2 does. Fuck hell, it might.
Fuck
just, like,
2.
I mean, it might
almost want to do it.
Yeah. I was like, oh, you need to wear a mask. I'm like, do I believe this? Is this just some tech guy not updating the automated message? Like, what the fuck is this? And then I looked up New York apparently had a mask mandate still, but apparently that drops on Thursday.
So,
like, I'm not mandated to wear it on Thursday, but I don't know if they're going to mandate it. But, like, it's crazy because we live in PA, which is not liberal, but it's not, like, not liberal. And then we're just so weird, and I just haven't worn a mask in a while.
PA has 2 big cities that sway the whole state, in my opinion.
And
it's
then,
like
technically
2
where I
circles live. And then fucking everything else.
Yeah, just the county I live in.
Yeah, because you got Harrisburg.
Dolphin,
it's close enough.
Well, I live in Dolphin County, so that's Harrisburg. So technically, like, my county is like.
Yeah, I guess. But you know what I'm saying? It's like,
oh, I know, 100%.
If you're in one of those areas, views change a lot, and then if you go outside of that, it's completely different. For the most part.
Yeah. So
I don't know. Around me, it's like masks are like 50-50 right now around me.
Yeah. I haven't seen too many people wear them of late. When people are feeling sick, they wear them, which I'm fine with. Like, do your due when you're sick.
I mean, Japan's been doing that for who knows how long.
That's a densely populated city. Tokyo is like crazy.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of different things that go on over there in Tokyo.
I would love to visit Tokyo. I just will never do it because I don't think I want to be that far out of my comfort zone.
It's a leap.
Like,
it feels like a leap of faith off of a cliff.
Out of all the country, like, I don't know. I know they do speak a decent amount of English there. It's not like a foreign thing, but like,
yeah.
The issue is it's just so. It would be so different than even like I hate travel. Like, I love to travel out of the country, but I hate it. Like, the anxiety goes up as soon as I don't know the language. in an area.
Dude, it
As
would.
soon as signs, menus, and all that shit stop being in English, my anxiety starts to go up. I try to talk to people. I can't do it. I'm bad with like accents when they're like trying to speak accently broken English to me. I just can't do it. I just can't.
I have such a desire to, but I feel the same way. And for me to go, it would be like a battle of which one wins. Of, oh God, I'm terrified, or I really want to go see something like Japan.
There's no
Because like
greater. Yeah.
there's a lot of reason for me in my head to go to Japan. Like they have a car culture that's really sick. It seems like a cool place. The food looks good, all that stuff. But God, it's a different language, and it doesn't even have the same letters. Like it's way off.
I'm surprised you haven't gotten to like Italy to see your extended family ever before. Unless you haven't, I didn't know that.
I haven't. No. I I don't think I know much family from Italy. Is the thing though. I know
Yeah, but
there's
you're
some
Italian,
there.
so like if you just tell them you're like your fifth cousin, they'll be like,
Oh no,
"Oh,
yeah, no, like I could absolutely find some people there, but I don't know. You
your
know,
grandma will find her third cousin, and she'll find your like seventh cousins, and you'll go over there and be like, ah."
yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure.
That would be like the safe one.
Yeah, but even that's not safe. Italian? I don't know Italian.
No, but you just like you just eat, start grunting Italian. Mm.
That's how you explode from too much food.
Yeah,
They'll never stop.
exactly. But yeah, I think Madeline and I are gonna possibly do a cruise this fall. Possibly, it's on the like
It's
possible
on the
list of
possibilities list.
if we don't have a house by then, and she can get off for a week, we're gonna do like one of those. She'll like schedule a week off. I'll be like, hey, I might like take any week off. Just be aware, and then like, oh look at this cheap cruise, let's just do it. Like it'd be like a planned, unplanned one where we just find
Gotcha.
one and just do
Okay.
it.
Yeah. I mean that would be cool. But
I I'm not sure I'm gonna like a cruise, but I'm not against
I
trying it.
I'm in that boat too. Yeah.
There's something to be said about like wanting to relax on vacation, and when you're on a boat and you have like everything from a casino, bar, like
You
when
can
you have like
almost touch
everything,
everything, you know?
it's like, can I sit
Don't
on
have
the
to
deck
move.
and read, or do I have to like do stuff? Do I feel guilt? Like I don't know.
Like you'll probably have planned things that you can do. And I'm sure you'll probably have busy days, like an island day or whatever. But those days where it's you just like boating around doing whatever, traveling on the cruise,
Hmm.
I feel like those are easy, just relax and do nothing days. And that's the day that you could sit on the deck and read or whatever.
I want to be given drinks
I think that
endlessly.
I don't know how cruises work, but I could see that happening.
They do. So if you get like the
Some
alcohol
of them,
package,
yeah.
um, the
The
you had something. I had stuff too, but if you want to start with your thing,
I have a thing.
I thought you said you had a thing.
I forgot my thing.
Oh,
That's
you
what
and me.
that was one of the things that I kept forgetting.
Okay. Do you want me to go, or are you ready?
I go for it. I'll try and think of it still.
Okay.
It's still on the brain.
You and me have started
Me
Critical
and
Role
you.
season or campaign 3, depending on how you want to word it. Um, I don't know if they call it
Are you talking
season
about the
3.
show or are you talking about the campaign 3?
Well, don't they say like on there? Don't aren't there like episodes labeled like season 3 episode something? Sure, like their D
The
and D adventure.
campaigns, yeah, yeah. You're talking about the regular Critical Role
Yeah,
D&D, yeah?
yeah,
We're like
campaign 3.
12
Okay,
episodes
they
in.
call it campaign 3.
Yeah, campaign.
C3 episode 12.
Yeah.
And they created a show, which isn't surprising because they're a bunch of voice actors.
Yeah, they did. They sure did.
And this show was picked up by the Zon,
By the Amazons on.
which was produced and released.
This was also a like kickstarted, crowdfunded show that like blew the top off of its projection. I think they wanted like 1 million and they got like 10. Just so you know
Yes.
that it was crowdfunded. So yeah, I
And
watched 2 episodes. Did you watch
I
two or
watched
more?
5.
You watched 5 now? Okay.
I was very hopeful on the show,
I was strangely hopeful too. I
and
thought it could be really neat.
I'm very not enthused by the show.
It's very underwhelming for me. I was hoping for better.
I don't like a lot of things about it, which is sad. One of which
I
is the
can
pacing.
agree.
One of which is I feel like I'm watching the show on 1.5 times speed because the scenes and like everything going on just feels like it's absolutely balls to the wall like
I
pace.
will say that I feel like I'm watching the campaign on fast forward, and what I'm watching is also sped up, like you're saying. I
It
think we're
just
getting such a overhead view of that campaign. Like I think we're looking so top down that it's like we skipped 3/4 of it already.
I think they I don't know, the one person that I talked to who watched the campaign or like watched the campaign and the show said like the first like 3 episodes were like 30 episodes of the show or the like series.
I believe that absolutely.
And it's just, I don't know, I just feel so like I just feel like I'm watching there and it's just like nonstop like bam 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 bam.
Yeah, I mean I know D&D takes long. Like you're telling this story that takes fucking forever to do anything. Like a turn is supposed to be what 10 seconds, I think.
Mhm.
So like I know there's a lot of story that's involved and like a background do whatever you want throughout a day thing, but
And I know they're all voice actors and I know they're all good, but like I feel like they're just their voices and the characters don't like mesh. A few of them do. I don't know,
yeah,
like
I don't
you know what I mean? Like they just
I
like
do. Like I know that they're good is the weird thing. But now that you mention that, I'm realizing yeah, some I think animation. I didn't like the animation either.
I hate the animation.
I think that that's a huge problem with it.
I don't like if you. I'm fine. Percy, his like his voice to character seems like it's just pretty solid. So is Keyleth,
Yeah,
and like sometimes Scanlan,
I fucking
which
am
is
trying.
Sam, Marisha, and Taliesin,
Taliesin.
Taliesin.
Yeah.
But then like I feel like Grog, his character just always seems I don't know, it just seems weird. I don't know. I don't know if it's just a weird like he did a funny voice for it and he has to keep up the funny voice, but it
I
doesn't
think
really
that's
just
exactly what happened. Honestly, I think that is you hit the nail on the head. Uh, yeah, I'm agreeing with you. I'm okay with Grog. I think that's
I,
okay.
but just like watch it. It just seems like it's just over the top. And I know it's I think it's just shoehorned into it, but it's like over the top and the
Yeah.
character I don't know. I don't like it. It just doesn't mesh well. Like I don't know.
I just really don't like the animation. It's just weird to me. And
It's
I
just
don't know
that
why. It
it's
could
a
have been.
it's a cheap like easy to do animation.
It reminded me at the moment I saw it of Avatar: The Last Airbender, for some reason.
Yeah, I don't know.
And oh, I don't know. I didn't like it. I'll
It's like
watch it, but
no, I want to say it's like weirdly. I think it's I don't know because it's like weirdly tries to be 3D animation. It's not 3D, but like it weirdly tries to be,
yeah.
but it's not. It's just like I don't know. I don't like it, and I've seen it before. It's definitely like an easy to produce style, I believe.
Yeah, I think so. I think it comes back to that whole budget thing, probably.
I don't I don't hate it. I just like don't think it's good.
No, and like you said about the voices earlier, and it made sense when you said it. Something just doesn't fit right, and I know they're good because I've seen like all of them have great roles that just
But
work
like other
fine.
people's characters are like all the Matt like you'll realize Matt Mercer voices like 50,000 characters in it.
Oh yeah, he's like probably like 70% of the show.
Yeah, and like he sticks in like that Scottish dude, like David Tennerman.
Yeah,
That's a
I
Scottish
know the
dude.
voice. Yeah.
Like I think it's a lot of fan service. I think they have a lot of like their friends come in and just do like a character.
Sure, but at the same time, their friends are probably some of the top voice actors.
Yeah, and I don't know, but they work, and I guess maybe because I don't know them and it just works better. I don't
Maybe
know.
it has something to do with them being emotionally connected to the character.
It might.
You know what I mean?
It probably
Like
does.
it being your own baby kind of thing.
I just don't like it. I don't know what to say.
No, I'm with you. It's a thing.
Well,
I
whatever.
don't
I'll
know.
watch it. I don't
Same.
know if I'll be sad if it doesn't do a second season. But yeah. So that's that one.
What about this week's episode? Did you finish that one yet?
The fuck? It's been 2 days. No.
Last time you did. I don't know what happened. You got hungry for it last time and just like powered through it the first day. I asked you and you were like, "Yeah, I'm done."
I think I traveling? I don't know.
And also, I think
Um,
it came out Monday. Today's the third day.
like an hour and a half in.
Okay.
I think it was one of those weeks that was like a 3 hour episode too. So like I'd be halfway by
True.
now. Last week
True.
was like 4 or 5 almost.
Yeah, they have been kind of long lately. Like over 4.
Yeah, the 3 weeks ago was 3 hours and 16 minutes. That shit was just like an hour and a half in, plus minus the break. You were like easily done. Um, big episode. Not really into it, maybe because I'm not into like them doing like dress shopping. But maybe that's you know the whatevs.
Ah, now I need to know if you've seen somebody yet or not. Did
I've
you
seen.
meet the shopkeep yet?
I mean, which one?
The good
The
one.
potion shop?
I don't know.
The one after the dress shop?
I think, yeah.
I know there was some. I was cooking dinner when I was doing it. I know there was laughs about it, but I don't know why.
Okay.
I don't know if I missed out like on why.
Maybe you might have. There was a really good line.
I knew they were laughing really hard at something. Well,
Okay, that's
he was like,
probably
"What's your
what I'm
name?" Like
asking about.
Andy. Was it like with a name thing where they try to think of a fake name and he just said like Andy?
Oh, that happened too. That was good too. Yeah.
And I was like cooking dinner as I was trying to like listen to it,
Okay.
so I might have just
That
easily
was
missed
good.
it.
I'll have
If
to
it's really
get you
funny,
that
I'll get a YouTube
line.
short of it.
Yeah. Or I'll give you timestamps or something someday. Let me know when
Someday.
you're done. Yeah. Or I'll just forget about it, like everything else.
Exactly. Speaking of us putting a lot of time into something, we just played at 26 hours of Dying Light. I was at like 24 at the end of the weekend. That came out on like Thursday night. Would I put like an hour in? What about a day
Here
of
it
the
is.
weekend into Dying Light 2?
Yep. I like it.
I'm still disappointed in it. Like I don't
Oh,
know.
absolutely. Like, no. Very disappointed, but I like it.
I like it. It's just I'm disappointed, and it's like weird to say that when you put like a whole day of your life into it on a weekend, and I would be like, still tonight, I'd be like, hey, you want to go get more in Hibs? Like,
And I'll answer, yeah, I do.
I don't know.
It is a buggy mess that
It's
is underwhelming comparing it to the last game.
Dying Light 2 is what makes me worried about the forest, or whatever, the return of whatever.
Sons of the Forest.
The Sons of the Forest.
Yeah.
I feel
It
like
is the underwhelming sequel right now.
I feel like it's gonna get the same. I feel like we're gonna see the exact same thing happen.
To anyone that has no clue what the fuck we're talking about, because it's not like it's some. I mean, it got very popular, but it's not Call of Duty, right? Dying Light 2 is the sequel of Dying Light, which is if you took Mirror's Edge, the parkour running game,
Yeah.
and turned it into a zombie game.
Yes, it is. The first game was you were a parkour instructor?
Something like that, yeah.
And there was a zombie apocalypse in like Brazil where you have like the close buildings that are all together. The way you survived the zombie apocalypse is that you were fucking just parkouring around buildings.
And yeah, you were the parkour master.
Yeah, and that's how you survived the zombie apocalypse. And it was good. It was very good.
It was like the game that no one heard about, but everyone that touched it absolutely loved and adored it, I think is the best way I can put it.
Had good this one had good combat, it had good skill trees. Great setting.
Yeah.
Fun combat mechanics.
You could tell that the people that made that game put their heart into it.
Parkour was very good, and it wasn't like something done in most video game like general like stuff, but like not to that degree of like the world's built around like
like the whole game is built around you being able to run and jump and just like haul ass. And the ragdoll physics of that first game were the best I've ever seen.
Yes.
So it's a mostly melee game that you're beating and bashing zombies. So the fact that, the ragdoll physics are dope means that all of combat has now become dope. So.
And one was a great game. It had a lot of fun in it. They made 2. Except they made 2 feel like a AAA game, where 1 felt like an indie game. And there's a big difference nowadays between AAA and indie in the sense that I prefer an indie game over a AAA.
I usually do too.
Because they tend to have more like... A AAA is made on profits. An indie game is made on passion.
I couldn't say it better myself. It lost that passion in my eyes.
Just pretty dead. I mean, to be honest with you, we don't have much, like, sure, you guys, like, I pushed the campaign, but the campaign's not, like, really anything exciting.
No.
The side quests are bland at best.
It's one of those games that it went from, I don't know, like the first game, I'm sure the first game mission wasn't that much better.
But the point was it wasn't supposed to be that much better.
Yeah. This game is going to end up being, it is what we make it. And so far, what we've made it is the funniest fucking game I've played in a long time.
Yeah, it's still a good game. Put a lot of hours into it.
Every cutscene, I'm tired of getting punched in cutscenes, okay? Because it happens like... Memes. I know! It happens like every goddamn time, man. Just getting walloped. But the funniest thing is, this is a game that is online co-op, story mode. So there's 4 of us playing. But the story is that there's 1 of us. So we're all joking every cutscene about, oh, watch out, sucker! You didn't know there was 4 of us! Because as soon as...
The game's not built, it doesn't scale at all.
No, not at all.
Like 4 people like drop kicking an NPC outside of a window.
I was about to get to that. Like, as soon as the cutscene ends, that one guy he was talking to turns into 4, and every one of them is immediately trying to drop kick whoever just punched us in the face. Because the game has great drop kick potential. You jump, you double tap E, you full on 110% into it, jump into the air, both feet planted right on the dude's face.
Wha-bam.
We have drop kicked people so hard we kick them out of the bounds of where that fight was supposed to happen. We almost soft locked the game.
I drop kicked myself out of the elevator.
That also happened.
I was on top.
I also vaporized I think it was a renegade leader at a camp.
Oh, yeah.
The first time we learned about spikes, I drop kicked the big boss of the camp right into spikes, vaporized him. None of us knew that was a thing.
I'm surprised you knew. I'm surprised a boss would be able to be physics killed like Spike.
Yeah, same.
Spike physics.
Spike
killed.
insta kill like that? I had no idea.
I like typically they become like anti
anti-cheese insta kill.
Like in any MMO game, it's like, oh, you can't stun this guy, you can't fire this guy, you can't flank. Like they have immunity to everything, but just pure damage.
I just fucking drop kicked him and killed him instantly. Dead. Yes. Vaporized. I could probably show it quick if I find it.
Okay, you have your right, you recorded that?
Yeah, I lost my audio, which pains me.
You still haven't fixed that one yet?
Dude, I don't know what the problem is. It's something weird, man. So yeah, we're fighting. Where was it? Okay. Yeah, so we're fighting, doing some hacking, some slashing. Oh, big bad evil guy with the marker above his head. He punches the shit out of me. I'm like, oh no, I'm gonna die. Obviously, you can tell I love drop kicking everything.
Don't stop. Don't stop taking it enough.
And whabam! And he's gone, vaporized.
I'm upset that and he vaporizes it. And that we don't get the loot.
I want the loot, man. But that's the kind of bugs that we're dealing with in this game, is like stupid stuff like that. Or kicking people out of elevators and stuff. So it's nothing too... The game also crashes a lot. Like, we can't use explosives with 4 people.
It's a good game.
It has plenty of problems, though.
Yeah. Yeah. My biggest worry is that we're going to get another, like, Sons of Force. It's the exact same. We're just underwhelming.
Dude, I'm sad. I don't even want to think about that. Because I know you're probably right.
That game needs to be whelming. Like, not that it has to be good, but, like, it needs to have, like, some sort of, like...
Like, yeah. The forest itself had a lot of that. The same charm that Dying Light 2 is having right now. It's not perfect at all. The game is bugged to shit.
Never got a server for that one.
Dude, that was... I made it work once, and it's the stupidest thing in the world.
Yeah, because we fucking were on, like, day 57 on, like, our playthrough, and it was just, like, OP land.
I think that was just us. I think we did that.
Well...
I think we just spent time on a base and fucked off on the story mission, and it just turned it into...
We were trying to play correctly. What you're not supposed to be able to speedrun it.
And it turned it into this hellish game where we had like 4 boss level enemies attacking us at once.
During like the day.
Just like running around during the day, yeah. Dude, put that bow back in my hands. Do it.
Do me, son.
We gonna be popping heads again with that bow.
See, last Friday.
Yeah.
I had my impromptu trip for work. I had to drive out.
Yeah, you mentioned this. I didn't hear too much. So this was not an IT adventure? This was just like a company adventure?
This was a big machine adventure.
Gotcha.
It was a box that controls shit. And apparently, they looked the exact same, but apparently one was for one machine and one was for another machine. I don't know if they're like different model. They look like the same machine, but they're probably different models.
Yeah.
But the control box looked the same, but apparently they weren't. So I had to go trade off the control box with a truck driver that was running out of hours. That couldn't like keep driving. So I won this box and like the coil was like fucking heavy. So like I was like holding this thing that was probably worth more than like my student loans and my salary combined.
Yeah. Probably.
I'm like trying to like get into the cab of this truck. As like I'm like backing myself into it, trying to get out of the like the driver's seat, bench style, so I can like keep just scooting over. But I'm like pinned underneath this thing, so I don't want to drop it.
Yeah.
So I get that in. I get all that stuff in. I'm like, fine, great. And the truck driver's like, yeah, don't forget what's in the back, strapped to the bed. I'm like, what? So like he goes out and like uncovers this shit. It's like these 4 steel I-beams.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, they were like this long. Like they weren't like
Yeah.
long. They were like
Sure.
3 feet long.
Yeah.
But they weren't fucking light. They were like
No.
they were solid.
I know how heavy steel gets.
Yeah, and it's on a pallet, and I'm like, what the fuck am I supposed to do with this? Like, I don't know. So like I back up the truck to the bed. Like if the bed of the truck's there, the truck was like this way. I got like the gate underneath it.
Yep.
And we
just slide them in.
Slid the pallet and like just dropped it on the bed.
I mean,
like,
yeah, that's
kicked it back. Put up the tailgate. The truck driver like as I'm like prepared. I'm like, oh, this will be easy. As he's like I'm preparing, he's like, yeah, don't worry. Or he's like, watch out for your accelerations and decelerations. If that thing's not strapped down, you're sliding. Yeah. Oh, fuck. I'm gonna accelerate on the turnpike. I'm gonna have these like 4 I-beams just slide and bust open the tailgate, and they're just gonna send
right through.
Yeah. So I was not going 70 when I was doing like I was doing like 65 the way home.
It probably would have taken a lot for them to move, but yeah.
Yeah, but you have to think sometimes you're like accelerating up a hill with like going over the mountains.
Oh no, yeah, I know. Don't worry, I understand fully.
And then coming down the mountains.
No, yeah, I know.
And then going sideways on the mountains.
Yeah. So how long was that drive?
It was like 220 maybe.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going a lot further for some reason.
It was Somerset, which seems a lot farther. It's only like an hour from my parent. Like if I was at like my parents' house, like where like I used to live,
yeah,
and like going out to Pittsburgh, if I'd say Somerset, that's like a little over an hour. Okay. Bedford is about an hour. I used to get off at Bedford every time I went to college to start heading north. Yeah. And it's like the next set of exits after that. It's like an hour from my parents' house. It was actually a little bit farther. It took me longer to get from like where I work to where like my parents' like the exit I would get off on the turnpike to like head to my parents' house if I was going, than it was from like the exit to the destination. Yeah. So like yeah, most of my journey was in a very familiar, just like it'd be like going home.
Yeah, driven it well.
And I've driven the other part even like a lot, but it just wasn't a far drive. It was only far because I was more east than I'm ever used to being. Yeah. But yeah, I was eastbound and down, loading up and trucking.
That you were.
I was at the rest stop. The only thing that was like open was Burger King, 'cause like nothing's open anymore.
Yeah, everything's out of business lately.
Like a bus of Mennonites are like popping in, getting they're getting their Whoppers. I don't know. They must be on a trip, some sort of trip, because like a whole like busload of Mennonite just come in and start ordering from Burger King. Which I don't know. It's a weird sight to see them like walk away with a big old like Burger King like large size Coke.
Yeah, I believe that. Speaking of businesses not doing so well, and a lot of them being shut down, have you seen what's going on lately about Facebook and Meta?
Oh my God! Please just use like get out. We don't care. And Facebook's like, we're gonna leave, and everyone's like, yeah, do it. Bet. Watch me. Miss me with that shit.
I think their stocks dropped so much.
Metaverse is stupid.
Oh, the metaverse is dumb as hell. I'm saying like the
29%.
company stock tanked.
I don't think it's just do like max. It's never been like it's always had a lot of issues.
Yeah, this just seems like a big one. I don't know,
Oh yeah,
man.
no.
It's like they said some words and everybody was like, "Whoa, you mean that? Fuck off!" Thump.
Yeah, they have 6 foot barriers now. People can't sexually like assault people in the metaverse. I don't know if you know that.
What?
It's all trolls now.
Everyone
People
has
just go,
bubbles.
yeah. Interact with people now from a 6 foot distance because you can't trust people.
I didn't know we needed social distancing virtually.
Yeah.
God
It's like
damn.
it's amazing that it's just not working.
Who would have thought? Who would have thought?
Fucking Eric posted that Sandblocks world where they want you to like make voxel games and pay for like the plot of land to build it. See the one I posted earlier? $250,000 for a 3x3 like
Little
land,
shit
which I think
square.
is like reasonable size to make a game. Like the small like 1x1 plots of lands are absolutely nothing.
I don't
But
like it.
no. Buy
I don't.
your plot
It's
for
stupid.
$250,000 to make a voxel based game in a voxel based game. No code.
No, thank you.
What do you mean people don't want to like play it? Why aren't people playing it? People are just trying to sell the land and not make games. What who dis? That's what's gonna happen. You're gonna have like all these plots of land people are just trying to sell and not actually do shit with, and you're gonna like walk around their world with just like
Absolutely.
for sale
Yeah.
signs, and everyone's gonna be like, "This is bullshit," and they're like, "Well, guys, develop." They'd be like, "No, we just want to try to sell it." I don't know. Dumb people would stop being dumb. We'd have better, like, less good scams.
There's no way to stop people from being dumb, though.
Buy NFTs. You missed out on crypto. Don't miss out on NFTs. Invest your life savings.
Buy monkey.
Get your Beanie Babies Mark II. People fucking fell for Beanie Babies. They
No,
fucking thought
everyone did.
they fucking thought you and me would be interested in Beanie Babies, and we were like, no, fuck that. The
I
idea
had
would
them,
be that
everyone I knew had them.
at the time, but they like thought our generation would continue to care about them.
Oh, no. Not at all. No one cares about them
They
things.
thought we would want them, and that like it would drive up
And
prices.
people were like saving them in pristine in like
Yeah, they
cases and
thought they were
everything.
like, oh, these kids nowadays are gonna want them.
Nah, no one wants them things.
No, fuck. They were wrong. They didn't know the internet. We have attention spans of flies. Fucking Beanie Babies this week. Goddamn fidget spinners the next week.
Dude, flies can. They might take us on the attention span.
Man, dude, slime. Don't forget about the kids like into slime.
Dude, it's ridiculous. It's like addiction.
Yeah, watch that drop in a month. I mean, it's been popular for a while now, but like, watch the next like
Yeah.
trend.
I don't know what next will be. Oh no, I know what next is. Sorry, it's those like poppy things. That I don't even know how to explain it.
Chip popper.
You
Oh,
never these poppet things.
I think they're finally starting to die again.
I don't think they are. You know what? They're mixing them. They're putting them on fidget spinners.
I haven't seen YouTube shorts on them in a while, but they're probably still big.
Is that the way to figure it out?
Yeah. So that's what That's what they when you know the when like those people. I mean, they're all the quote unquote influencers. If they're not pushing them, then they're not selling anymore, and they're onto like new product that like they're trying to sell to kids.
True. Okay. I like your logic.
Like there's this one YouTube short guy that those like the little like cylinder that you pop open and it becomes like a staff that's like paper thin
Yeah,
because the
yeah.
metal like
Mm-hmm.
one dude is like
Paper
his
Cut
whole
City, but metal.
yeah his whole persona is like, oh, this thing is awesome, and he's like, go to my store and buy them. He's just trying to sell them to kids by creating videos of like how awesome they are, and
Like
he'll do
they're
that till they stop
interesting,
selling.
but that's like kind of scummy, a little bit.
Oh, it's horrible, scummy. Like, and I've watched like 50 plus TikToks where he just answers people's questions, like, what happens if you open in your pocket? He's like, oh, watch out how dangerous this is, and he like does it, and it's like, not.
So dumb.
And I get this person that makes slime, and it's just like, I don't know, they treat it like they're baking, like they're in like a master baker class. I don't know. You wanna fucking YouTube history? Easily can find one. I watch one and then like,
You get 60 of them.
yeah, heaven forbid you like watch a video and just like want to move on. Uh,
Wrong chat, but oh, that's not you. Never mind.
favorite pizza topping best. What's her corn?
Oh, hold on. I'll get you. If it's corn, I call bullshit.
I don't.
What the fuck puts corn on pizza here?
I've never seen that. I can believe every other state's but ours. I don't believe carrots. Maybe whatever. I don't believe Pennsylvania. Like I don't believe it.
This comes from Fredo, by the way, to anyone listening. He just
I
it just got posted in our general chat. You know, like I'm surprised to not see pepperoni just coating the. Who puts tuna on pizza?
I've never seen it. I've never seen it as an option.
I've seen it as an option, but not like that.
Where? I can't be our most popular. It just can't. Topping. Pizza. Succeed. Accept the cookies. Whatever. Steal my data. Oh my god, just load.
Dude, I was trying to get on a website today. I had to clear 6 pop-ups of cookies signing up for some kind of like a newsletter, a coupon, cookies again. It wouldn't leave me alone. Where in the world did he get this chart from? Barstool?
Updated from to the authors realized that some readers may disagree on the yeah.
Now I'm trying to find this dumb pizza chart.
I don't even know.
How far I gotta scroll to get to fucking today?
Probably
Jesus
a long. They
Christ.
probably repost a ton of shit. His article tells me about nothing about. How do I find the article you're talking about?
Dude, I don't like this is the I found the tweet, okay? It's from Barstool, like Fredo said. It's an advertisement for Walmart, for one. What I don't even who who thought of corn and why is it on this chart?
Is it for that specific brand of pizza, maybe?
I don't maybe. I don't know. It's everything about this seems weird.
No. Yeah, I think it's for this one brand, one bite.
Oh, it's their pizza. It's Barstool's pizza brand.
They have a corn flavor. Like, I'm trying to find out like how many styles they have.
I don't even understand anything about this.
I'm just getting annoyed.
Yeah, me too. Because they called corn a topping for pizza.
They don't even sell a corn one.
I know. I'm done. No more pizza talk. Just getting me angry. Like, all right. Like, before we leave the topic, okay? You got pepperoni covering most of the country with purple. Justified. You've got sausage. Justified. You've got bacon. That's fine. Black olives, I hate it, but go ahead. You can put them on your pizza. Mushroom, same deal. Who decided that tuna goes on a pizza? I guess maybe you could be weird enough where that's a fucking idea.
I can believe that. If
Avocado, I can
fine,
believe for them
okay.
California people. But tuna? Like that's
I don't
okay,
know, if
maybe.
you like anchovies. I don't know. It's not too far from like anchovies in my mind.
It is, but
Put chicken on pizza, you put
carrots.
I don't know, it's just a meat.
I can see a world where the right type of carrot goes okay on a pizza.
Yeah,
You
black
could
olives,
convince me to
fine.
try it. Corn, though?
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I can believe tuna again. It's just a type of meat. You have bacon, pepperoni, sausage, like
Yeah, no,
chicken.
like it's. I like it a lot more than corn.
I know. I just like I don't know. I don't go to pizza places and be like, oh, we want that corn style pizza. Like I don't. I looked it up. There's like Mexican street corn pizza. Do we have a large Hispanic population that just like Hispanic pizza? I don't know.
Like, it's. I could even be convinced to try it. But there's no way on this earth you could convince me that corn is a more popular pizza topping than pepperoni. Or even plain pizza.
Yeah,
I
no,
cannot be convinced.
It is not. I don't believe it. It's just lies. When you've never gone to like a pizza party, you've never been to like an event with pizza and they've had a corn option. I've just never been there.
I've never even heard of somebody eating corn on pizza.
There would have to be a secret part of Pennsylvania just buying volumes of corn pizza.
I'm talking like a quarter of the state, and all they do is eat pizza with corn on it. That's what would have to happen.
I just don't know. And it makes me mad. I'm upset. I'm not having it. I'm not having it. Corn pizza, my ass. Fuck. Bullshit.
Oh yeah, here, I'm gonna send him this picture of this is how it's done.
Yeah, for all
It's
I know,
like I think it's like you slice off a whole side of the corn cob.
why is that crust gray?
Also, because it's a Korean pizza, okay?
I what's a white? Okay. No.
Dude, okay, I gotta stop because I'm just getting angry again. What the fuck?
The Formula One.
You know, I am amazed to find out every day that somebody has posted something in our Formula One chat in the off season.
It's
I
all
don't
about
understand
rumors.
where all the content is.
Because when there's no content, they make more content.
I guess, but it's like,
It's all rumors and it's all clickbaity article. In the off season, it
sure,
becomes clickbaity articles that you like.
sure.
When it's during the season in a race, you'll get a bunch of articles written about races and race weeks and how do you feel about the race, and it's just all boring. We
I
don't
was
care about it.
expecting to retire the channel for the off season, and every day somebody has posted something, I think.
No, because it's just like the same shit with football. As soon as it was over, then they start talking about like next season. They start about
I
next season.
guess.
It's
I just wasn't expecting that because I'm not that kind of person. I
you're
guess that's
not.
the difference.
Yeah, I I have no hope on this new season, to be honest with you.
In what sense? What were you hoping for? What would you have hoped for?
The idea was everyone was going to get closer together, but you more and
Well,
more you hear
fuck
these,
no.
the more and more you read these articles, it's like certain teams have it figured out. Ferrari said 2025 is their target. McLaren says it's going to be an uphill battle. Alfa Romeo says like struggles.
I'm
One
hoping that
team,
we see someone else win other than Mercedes and Red Bull. Like, just give me one where none of the cars broke down or crashed out and somebody else wins. Give me a McLaren win that feels justified. Like, they fought for this win. I just want one.
I saw one article is like it seems like one team might not have it down for the next year's car, and everyone's on like it's William. Everyone was like it's Haas, isn't it? It's Williams, isn't it? And they're like it's like Alfa Romeo, and like one person was like, "Does Alfa Romeo enter the chat?" I think it's just gonna be the same shit as every other year, just different
I
tires.
agree, even though I hope that it's not, but I agree. And Fee was He was trying to get me to think that the Red Bull car was going to be different. Like the livery reveal was going to be this big whole hoopla. Like, oh, new car. It's the same goddamn car.
I don't know why they don't switch it up every once in a while. You'd think it'd be something.
I don't think they. I don't think they're allowed to. Because then everybody's car would be like different, and no one would be able to know who's who, and everybody would get all pissy.
I mean, like year by year, just like they've gone like how many? I think this is like their entire like Formula One history. They haven't changed how their car looks to a major degree.
But then think about like Mercedes. They came from the Silver Arrow to this black car, and everybody's like, "Go back!"
They were,
Everybody's
but like I
mad.
think people were happy they at least tried something.
Yeah,
Like I'd rather at least you try. Like I'd rather see
yeah.
it try and a fail and you try a new look than like Haas going with the same like.
Oh no, I want different. Like I think that they all have had. I don't want to call them special, but like they ran one race with a different livery. Like the McLaren did the Golf livery.
Yeah,
I think Red Bull did the Japan one. I want to say, and they like inverted the colors basically. I thought that was sick.
I don't know, Bruno. It's gonna be another season of pain. It's gonna be another season of pain. Dance with Red. I don't know. Type of fucking. Why is your Twitter in German? The fuck you got umlauts on there?
Dude, it's because it's
Eric Green.
Tutiti. I don't know, man. Okay,
You got them fucking umlauts on that.
this is us going to Japan. Okay, be prepared. I don't know. I clicked a link. That's all. And
Goddamn
of
umlaut.
course it was Eric that said that looks good. Of course.
You know what an umlaut is?
If you
The double dot above the letter.
okay,
It's an
if
umlaut.
you put a gun to my head, I would have guessed one of them, but I couldn't tell you which one. I knew it was something above a letter, and I knew that before you said anything. But that's ooh boy, not feel confident on that one.
Uh, uh, damn,
Yeah.
55. It's that weird awkward time. I don't know. I'm
Oh
like, I don't
no,
like.
I hear it every time you go. Well, I know
It
where
just
you're
be
at.
like it
Yeah,
be
sometimes it do be.
it do be like that. It don't be like that. I don't know how to not unbe like that. Bruno, what can I say about saying? And all I can say is what I can say. Uh, I'm looking. I'm panicking, panicking.
You know,
Uh,
I feel like we started a lot of sports shows this season of shows that we decided to pick up.
I'm so into badminton right now.
Badminton was good, dude.
I don't.
Uh, we get another one of them soon, and I'm hyped about it. We get
You
one
know,
Friday,
yeah. The
and the futsal isn't bad either.
no, it's not. The sound effects for shows with sports where they try to make them over like they're fucking like hitting. They sound like aluminum bats hitting like
The
wooden
first
balls.
episode of badminton, it sounded more like tennis than it did badminton. I think they straightened things out on the second episode a bit.
Well, bam,
It was
bam.
better.
Very aggressive.
It was aggressive.
Uh, yeah. Did issues with his computer.
Dude, I
That's
don't even know
not
what to say about that.
pretty
Like the
fucking
man
just
made a
standard.
computer and just returned everything. It's all going back. He has nothing anymore.
No, it's his graphics card still.
Sure, he kept that, but it's literally a hybrid GPU, so it has a radiator. The
Yeah,
radiator's just like chilling on the desk.
yeah, because he can't. He can never just like buy a reasonable size case.
Yeah. That's why I have a full tower case. I couldn't be bothered with making
It's
things fit.
so infuriating with that at times. The dit fit guarantee.
Because I got burned by it on my first computer. I bought a mid tower case and had a 770 at the time, which was a full size graphics card. It was too long, didn't fit. Tried to put it in, not even close to fitting. And I was like, oh shit. So I ate that cost and bought a big case, and that was that.
I like. I keep buying. Like I said, I'm probably gonna build a new computer in a year and a half. That's like my goal would be to try to ride out the like COVID scarcity times. Like I'm
I like the
in a year
plan.
and a half, it puts me at 2020, like not 4, but close to 4.
Sure.
Windows 10 ends in 2025, so it gives me a little like buffer room to be off of 10 by then to go to 11. And to go to 11, I'm gonna need the new CPU. Because I also need PCIe 4 because the new 40 series cards and possibly the 50 series cards, depending on like what the timeline is, they need PCIe 4. GD or um fucking RAM.
G or DDR5.
DDR. Yeah, I don't know why I said
You
G,
threw
but
a G in there for
DDR5 is out.
yeah.
Um, and it'll give them like a couple. That'll give every
You're
like
not on
standard.
cutting edge of everything. Is the big thing in my
Yeah,
eyes.
but I don't want to be because like I want a couple years for it all to figure itself out. Because like you see,
Yeah,
I've get
and
with all these
prices to come
issues.
down, and
Yeah,
all that stuff. Like RAM is stupid expensive right now.
yeah. So
Like when I bought RAM, it wasn't stupid expensive.
I bought the first time I bought it was when they were doing that fixed price. They were doing the fixing of RAM prices.
Uh,
Then I got like $20 in the mail because they were like, "Sorry, we fixed prices." Yeah, they haven't refreshed mine again yet, but like I keep getting the same Fantex case, or like whatever the newest version of it is.
yeah, I went from I don't want to call it cringy, but it was definitely a taste of computer case that I was in, and then I went to a pretty clean Corsair case, and I like it a lot. Like mine's basically a Corsair version of your case, honestly.
Yep.
Simple, nothing crazy, nice big old window on the side. Just simple. Which is great, and I like it a lot.
I need to change out some. I need to reconfigure my storage this year, I think.
What are you running into an issue of?
I don't want to run into an issue, and that's my issue.
Okay,
So I
what
got
would
like
the issue be? Hypothetically.
I got 4 devices right now, and shit's only filling up more than it's emptying. So I have
Yeah.
my C, but my C is just my C. It just stays my C. It's never gonna be
Yeah.
something else
How
than my
big is
C.
that?
It's 500 gigs,
Okay,
but it's
enough.
not
But
nothing goes on there
yeah.
ever. Then I got 4 other drives. I got for my first build, a 1 terabyte hard drive, like disk. It's
That's
been
small. Yeah.
well, that used to store shit.
Sure.
Then I had a terabyte SSD.
Okay.
I had a 500
That's
gig
good.
SSD. That was a game
Mm,
one. So I had the half
okay.
a gig or half a terabyte. One was quick speed for whatever games we were playing of the week. The other one was just like general games
Yep.
slow.
Yep.
Um, I have a 6 terabyte storinator. Like
Yep.
that's for like
That's good. That's
podcast stuff.
good.
I'll probably keep that shit around. That thing just is a great place. I put all the shows on them that we get.
It's just nice to just have some space to chuck shit.
Yeah, it's just the shit chucker.
Yeah.
And then I have a terabyte SSD.
Okay. Yeah, you're
So
getting kind of
I mean,
lots
I
of.
still have a lot of I still like probably still have almost a terabyte of SSD space open. So
Yeah.
one's like half full, the other one's like 3/4. So I have almost a terabyte there. My 1 terabyte E is just a little bit full, but that has like my downloads folder. That has like all my documents. That's just
Yeah.
stored.
It's
It
all
has
that
some
junk.
games, don't get me wrong, that I never transferred over because I just
Same.
haven't.
Yep.
What?
Same. I'm
There's
in the same situation.
it's installed and I don't play them. It has like
Yeah.
Subnautica. Oh, it had a bunch of uh Epic Game Store games installed on it that we haven't played ever
Mm,
again.
yep.
Um, so I'm thinking like Black Friday next year, like end of year, maybe like my 2 SSDs right now. I'm gonna just possibly get 2 fucking just massive like ones.
That'd be sick. That'd be good.
Like they're so if I went on the Zon, which
They're
is
getting cheaper.
that's the other thing. Like you make a storage decision one year and next year it gets some like I'd probably get that generic Samsung 870 Evo, like whatever like that one is, because I trust it.
They got 2 terabyte for like just over $200.
Yeah.
But there's like other like I might be able to find you more if I looked for 30 seconds. You know?
Mhm. Dude, like
Yeah, so that's not that bad, you know.
dude, the 8 terabyte one, it's like $700, but like 8 terabytes.
Yeah, but the problem is like you could buy that now, or you could buy one half the size and in a year buy that one and spend
Yeah.
the same amount of money.
Oh yeah. So like my and maybe I don't do both. Maybe like maybe what I would do is I buy the 2 terabyte. I buy one 2 terabyte, get rid of my 500 gig one, and then the next year wait, and then I replace my 1 terabyte one with whatever's the newest one. I don't want the M.2s because they take up so much fucking lanes. I need space. I need more SATA ports is my issue.
Ah, I know what you're saying. Yeah.
Like the M.2 standards, one on my board takes up two ports.
Yep.
And they're
I'm
not
in
that
that
much
same
fast.
boat.
Like they're not going to be that much faster than the actual just like
Yeah.
they can be
Actually, that's
faster
that's a good
theoretically.
call. That's a pretty good call, actually. I kind of like that plan.
The M.2 NVMe standards are not going to get you faster game performance for any means. Like a Tarkov, you put it on there, it's not going to get load faster. It's still going to be a shitty
Dude,
game to like just
Tarkov,
pull.
all that's going all the way back to the beginning. Also, Dying Light 2 kind of runs like poop. It runs real hot.
Yes. But it
That
doesn't max out
fucking
my shit. It
game.
just doesn't run good.
Oh, it maxes mine out. I'm pegged.
No, my shit never's maxed. It just won't run better.
Mine's pegged when I play.
But yeah.
And like CPU's ripping, GPU ripping, throwing all the heat. Dude,
Um.
so I never really talked about it. My room gets hot, right?
Mhm.
From the computer. I have solved one of the great issues of my room being hot.
You install a fan in the desk?
I have a fan under my desk blowing right above. So my computer is tucked in my legroom of my desk,
Mhm.
and it's a cave.
Don't put it
And
there.
I know, but it is. So it's like I don't want to move it. Okay.
Yeah, but just don't. I
I have
think
a
that's why I
fan.
don't have issues, is because it's right there. It's
I
up.
know. I
Like,
look. I'm not saying I don't understand the problem. I'm saying I have solved the problem in a different way, okay?
I know I'm the problem. I just don't want to be the solution.
Fan above the computer that pushes all the hot air that's ejected out of the top of my computer out. It's great. It's life changing.
Awesome. Revolutionary.
It kind of actually is,
I'm
though.
sure you, yes, I'm sure, yes.
Like, I would have been dying playing that game
Oh, I'm sure.
without it.
Oh, I needed to have the AnyDesk password?
Why?
Because I had to uninstall AnyDesk because I signed up for, like, sports betting and it won't, like, it was, like, freaking out because I thought, like, AnyDesk was me trying to be
What?
remote and, like, it wouldn't verify my location because I had AnyDesk installed.
That's interesting.
So I just have it on my phone now, but it's
Did you win?
dumb. Well, my first bet, I won like $50. Then my second bet, like, I should have won it, but like, it was U.S. versus Canada hockey for the Olympics. And
Yeah.
like, if you'd read an article about the game, it's like U.S. dominated, still lost. It was like one of those games where they like, well, they
Yeah.
had majority possession, so they had the puck most of the time. They had like a
Mm-hmm.
shit ton of shots on goal, but like, just none of them went in.
It's rough. That's
It's
it's one of those you got shafted bets kind of thing.
Yeah, and it's just one of those things, and same thing. It's like same issue, and like it's that type of sport of possession and like shots on goal.
Yeah.
It happens in soccer all the time. Some team will have like 70% possession. One team gets the ball for like their 30% of their like total time, and they score one goal, lucky goal, and they just win because they can defend out everything else. But the other team like statistically had a better game. It happens a shit ton. Um, Fair enough. Whatever. Lost the bet. It was $10 or it was like five
It was
dollars.
probably free money anyways.
Yeah. I made like 50 my first bet. I
Yeah.
don't want it for. I'm not gonna bet random basketball shit I don't really know, but I'll happily bet a sporting event I know
Yeah.
or I'm invested in.
You know.
Or like something I bet some meme shit. Like if they pick up like American Cornhole League, I'd fucking bet the shit out of some American Cornhole League.
You know. Maybe
Bet big.
someday.
Yeah, I could bet the Olympics. Like that one's kind of fun.
That's kind
Or
of
the
neat.
I'd bet like the summer over the winter because I don't understand winter as much. But like I'd bet like summer stuff.
Yeah.
Um, or I'll bet F1.
First game. Hammy's waiting.
Yeah. FanDuel. I'll probably put some stuff on Formula One over like the year. Um, like right now, just go to this link.
Sure.
Oh no, you're at that link.
I'm at that
So
link.
like F1 Drivers Championship 2022. Like do the show more and see all the drivers.
They
Like
have George Russell in third.
yeah,
That's kind of surprising.
yeah, but like
I
the
mean, it's
fucking
believable, but it's surprising.
like the odds on the odds on like Pierre Gasly are like 16,000. I like or who's it? Yuki Tsunoda is like plus 20,000. They're probably never gonna do it, but they tend to be like higher ranked drivers. Like they can finish high technically. Like
Yeah, but it's for the.
put
There's no way that little Yuki is gonna be winning the championship.
no, it's they have one of them has a breakout year and does it. So you find the next Mick Schumacher.
I get. The only way that would happen is if this car switch does something batshit crazy.
I still like. I think I could put a bet on. Now I'm not good at the um. I think the plus like 100. It's like if you bet $100, that's what you get as equivalent of the $100.
Yeah,
I believe that's how the plus works. Like when it's
yeah,
plus 125, if you bet $100, you get $125 back.
yeah.
In
I
addition to
think so.
your you,
Yeah,
if you bet one,
on top of.
you might be able to type something in. If you
Yeah, to win
yes,
125.
to win 125 plus you get your original bet back.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Um, I'm really tempted. Yeah, because when you goes negative, you wager $100 to win less than $100. Like,
Yeah. No, I also have a hard time with the numbers. The fact that I can look at it here makes it pretty easy.
so if I put $5 on Hamilton to win, I'd win $6.25 right now. And if I put $5
That just seems
on
like a
Max Verstappen
stupid
to win,
bet
I
to
would
make
10.
though.
It is, but like they're both plus, so why wouldn't I bet on one of them to win? If I bet both $5 on them, I'd still walk away with money on both.
You just
The
have
one
to
I'd
like
the one I'd
fucking
walk away
forget
with a
about it
dollar
though.
25, and the other one I'd win like 5. But if I made a $5 bet on both, I could still walk away with money.
Unless little George comes a race car driver.
I think he's gonna be good. I don't know if he competes against the two best. Like I could
I
see him
pretty much
fighting
agree
for
with you.
second,
Yeah.
but I have a hard time thinking that he's gonna win out first on both of them. Now, granted, he is a great qualifier, probably better than
It's
Hamilton,
going to be
and
interesting to see how well he does.
he
Cuz
could
I'm,
he could be one of
you
those
know,
ones he defends well
yeah,
and like qualifies good, but we'll see.
I'm sure we will.
But like I don't know, I find it would be fun. Olympics, men's curling, I could bet some men's curling. Team USA. Apparently they're fucking underdogs on Sweden, but they were like the winner, I think, last four-year cycle.
Huh. Interesting.
Because they were the dad squad.
Interesting. Have you watched much of the Olympics?
Not really. It looks
Me
really like
neither.
dystopian.
Yeah. Group of dads trying to get away from their families for the weekend.
The only one that kind of looks kind of non-dadish is the one in like the with the beard.
He's
looks
new
like,
to the party.
That's what I mean. Like he's the
new dad on block.
The dad on the right is like the dude that has like 2 daughters, but is way over his head.
Yep.
The dude on the end, I don't know, has like
he looks like the veteran of the
dads.
An
accounting. He's like an accountant.
He's been a dad for a while.
Yeah, the other one
he knows a thing or two.
The middle one is like the kid with the kids, and the wife's like has to take care of him as like a third child.
Yep. He's the hype man.
Yeah, I don't know. The dad group.
That's funny.
Well, you have anything else to say before we have to say
I really don't. I think I've never remembered my thing. I don't know. I need notes. I don't know where to put notes.
Hashtag 196 Bruno forgets. It's the title.
It's either that or something about corn, man. It's one or the other.
Well, that's all we have for this week's episode of Thursdays Are the Best Days podcast. Thanks for listening and goodbye.
See you later. Have a good one.